We're famous at the car wash.
Legends in our own mind. Yeah, car wash famous.
Yeah, I mean, that's something. That's nothing to scoff at.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, it's going to be a fun podcast, so let's dive in.
Let's dive in.
So the first topic I wanted to talk about, it's earth-shattering news for anyone who has been in real estate. We've been in it for 15 years, but the last 3 years have been a little different of a template because of the rate hike.
Yes.
Everyone knows about the rate hike. It really seized the market in a lot of significant ways. And there was a rate drop yesterday, 0.5 point, which...
Very exciting.
Yeah, if you know anything about rates, and most of you do, that's a giant amount of money over the course of a loan. So It's stimulating the market. We're feeling really hopeful.
Yes.
We have some buyers that got right back off the bench and are back in the game. It was enough to inspire them.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I feel like the rate hike is going to give buyer confidence. Even before the election, people will understand that it's headed in a good direction. And also, I've always maintained refi till you die. You get what is it everyone said on Facebook or Instagram when it became like a terrible market? Realtors.
Just get in.
No, date the rate, marry the mortgage? Date the rate. You and I have refied how many times with our house?
A bunch.
Yeah, at least four or five. I mean, I'll refi. I have all the paperwork ready. I'll refi to save a couple $100.
Yeah.
I think nothing of doing that because it's all in the same folder, right?
Yeah, I think it becomes easier when you have all of it ready to go.
Yeah. Anything else on your end?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just do my monologue.
Okay.
No.
I had a whole list of things I wanted to talk about, and I don't have any of them with me because I'm so distracted by the P. Diddy thing.
Oh, God. I can't.
All right,
I can't with the baby oil.
Yeah. So much.
I did talk about it a lot yesterday with a friend. We did a lot of texting back and forth about it. I feel like I'm covered.
Yeah,
you might need a little bit more support.
Well,
I haven't done a lot of talking with you about it. I also have some new bombshell information that I can share behind the scenes.
What's that?
Nothing to be divulged.
Why can't you put it on the air?
Episode 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I have a friend in my life who is very well connected. She knows where some of the bodies are buried. Not literally.
Ooh.
Not literally. Not literally.
No, maybe literally.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
It's a sad situation. It's
crazy.
Abuse of power. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And then what else was I going to talk about?
So in real estate news, we were going to talk about the NAR settlement too. The fact that now we're going to need buyer agreements. This is earth-shattering stuff for people in real estate. Basically, what we all should have had.
I don't think it's earth-shattering. I think we've always negotiated rates and negotiated a commission, and now people have to negotiate the commission.
People are acting like it's earth-shattering. If you go on any of these like real estate, you're not on them the way I am.
No.
I like to get the real estate gossip. I like to get my dose. Basically, people grew up in arms.
I'll read it down from California Association of Realtors or National Association of Realtors. But the other little blippet things I don't take.
Well, you don't like the fear-mongering of it all. But anyway, the point is, let me just get through what it is. So basically, there's a buyer agreement that gets signed now. I used to run willy-nilly with buyers and let them kind of lead the show and trust that they were going to have some kind of fiduciary commitment to me. That's always backfired. No. That can backfire big time. I mean, you should have something signed when you're working really hard with a buyer because you are working hard and you're all over the map with them, and you should have something in writing.
Well, it just clarifies it.
Well, and also we've lost commissions by not signing a buyer agreement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So should we add them up?
So now I have, by the way, I have added them up.
You have added them up?
Well, when I'm awake at 3 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep, I do things like grocery list and add up the commissions I lost. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm special like that.
That's a lot.
I'm special like that.
I mean, 15 years of, right?
Yeah.
Of moments where there may be 2 or 3 a year, and then, yeah. Well,
last year I would say of all the years we've been in real estate, right? 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of like giant opportunities almost precipitate, and then people, because of the high rates, would wake up in the night and say, no, not for that number. I don't need to buy it. I'm not compelled to buy it.
Oh, they don't need to buy it.
Yeah, we had it. I mean, how many people did we have?
I don't need to pay them the commission.
No.
Yeah.
But how many people did we have that backed out? Like at the last minute. Like they just woke up in a cold sweat and they were just like, not for that monthly out.
I have a brain that just erases that data because I want to just, unless I can learn from it. Because otherwise I'll fixate on it.
There's not.
And
you're
be
right.
awake at 2:00 in the morning
also,
adding that
no,
up.
it's 3. 3 is the magic number. But no, there's 3. No, you're right. There's no gain in having that. You are better at, in general, erasing your hard drive than I am.
Well, it's not necessarily erasing the hard drive. It's just that if I focus on it, then I can fixate on it. And if I fixate on it, then I'm just going down a road I don't need to go down.
Agreed.
I have too much other stuff that I should be doing.
Right. And it's not positive to sift through the bones of a real estate deal. It's just not
even
a positive
if it's
thing to do.
But even if it's sharpen the lawnmower's blade, which I did this morning.
You covered that already?
Yeah, but guess what I wasn't fixated on?
What? People backing out of real estate deals?
Yeah, people backing out of real estate deals.
Listen, whatever gets you sleeping and happy and rested, and the lawn will be
and gets the lawn mowed
beautifully.
Beautifully.
We noticed a big pivot during the rate hike, right? We're for a lot of years we've been very much very lucky to be referral only. We really have built our business. We choose who we want to work with. We're very boutique.
Kind of know them going in.
Yeah, and so we've built this great business over multiple decades with people who are friends and friends of friends. So basically, no assholes.
Right.
It really is like has been a very lucky run where it's like you kind of have sort of a close knit sphere of influence.
Because when we started our brokerage, that was a consideration because you become a target for some people that feel like they can just go after you because you don't have as big of a legal team. And we have a big legal team. It's all part of the Association of Realtors and all that stuff that we rely upon depending on what aspect it is. So, but I think that's one of the reasons we went so gently forward into
our own brokerage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we started our own in 2016.
And referrals.
Yeah, referrals have been great. So what's gone on with the rate hike is it's like we need to cast a wider net. Everyone does. Like I'm watching, it's amazing. I'm watching like all my faves. $1 Million Listing, I used to find it insipid and horrible to watch. But the combo of Josh
there's a few
Flagg,
characters on it that were just like, nah.
They got rid of them. Yeah. No, they clarified. And these people are real friends, which is why it works now. Like Josh and Josh.
Definitely. I love it.
Josh Flagg, Josh Altman, and Tracy Tudor are fantastic threesome, right?
Right.
But even watching them this season, which I have been devotedly, they all are what's likable about them on this season compared to other seasons is it's not all smoke and mirrors. They're pretty candid about the fact that their business has taken a hit as well. And so Tracy Tudor finds herself schlepping to like a Laguna Beach for a listing appointment, may or may not get it. Like it's like she's taking stuff in the valley down the street from us where she's like, I don't usually go over the hill. She's looking into other options.
I've seen signs that were agents and brokers that were like full on Venice.
Over in the valley now, right?
On the other side of Pasadena.
No, we all had to pivot, but I think that's like what I wanted to touch on is like, I think you and I have had a very good run, and I think what's been kind of like a little bit of an emotional pivot for me is like going from the popular girl at the dance who had the listings and had the referrals and all the things to going back to like square one, which both of us have trouble with, the prospecting of it all. And so to revisit cold calling.
No, I love that. Prospecting.
Oh, do you? Do you love it as like an esoteric concept? Do you love it? You don't
I
behave
love
as
the
someone,
concept of prospecting.
You don't.
But here's the other thing.
Prospecting for gold, maybe.
Right, prospecting for gold. I like going through the geology of a part of California and then going through an area where I look into the plate tectonics, and then I go and then it's prospecting, and then I go pan it, and it's amazing.
Yeah, but do you like taking? do you like taking a small succulent with a business card and our brand logo as a sticker on the pot, and going door to door and asking for business? Do you like cold calling? I did a cold calling session the other day. I've signed up for all these things where I'm cold calling now, like it's expired listings. By the way, keep in mind, these people have an expired listing. Like they want to sell their house. They didn't withdraw the listing. They didn't cancel it. It's expired. Right. It's kind of like, it's not that cold of a call. It's like, hey, you need a new realtor. You didn't sell your freaking house. Yeah. I'm available. I called somebody. This was not a random guy out of the white pages. This was a guy who had an expired listing in Beverly Hills, and I called him, and he said, "You sound like a whore."
Wow.
And then I hung
what
up and
did you
blocked
say?
him. I said, I mean,
Did
listen,
you just,
I am
you
kind of
hang-
whoring for a listing. I mean,
No. But did you
No,
what
I hung up
did
and
you,
blocked him.
Oh, you hung up and blocked
I
him.
mean, I know that the rule of cold calling is to like keep the conversation going till they become themselves, and usually people wear a mask and then they're nice or whatever. Not when they're telling you sound like a whore. I think it's game over. But anyway, the point is.
But does that mean all the telemarketing calls that I get, I could just say,
you sound like a
whore?
whore?
I could not.
I don't think you have the stomach for it. You don't
myself
seem
to
like
say
someone
no.
who would say that in any circumstance. Thank God.
No.
Anyway, it's just been like kind of a ride doing the prospecting. We really enjoy people on our own terms. But like when you have to put yourself out there like that, you feel like kind of like it feels lame. It feels kind of lame. But it works.
Right. But I mean, I prefer to go to like the PTA and the Community Police Advisory Board and like meetings are like where I'm like there to help out.
Yes,
and then
I like
at
that
the
too.
same time they're like, "Oh, what do you do?" And then I'm like, "I sell houses for a living."
Right. No, that's important too. But the
No,
point
I
is you have
agree.
to do all of it.
Yes,
That's the point.
you do have to do all
All of it. I know. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
We also live in LA where it's, it's a lot of work to be a realtor. I think the prospecting is the biggest drag of it all for me, but doing the deals are fun, right?
Right.
Don't you enjoy doing real estate? I love it.
I love it.
I think it's exciting.
I'm a huge fan
the
of it.
stakes are big. I mean, it's like all the reason I didn't move to LA for no drama. I moved to LA for drama.
Big drama. I have.
So it's fun. But we are pivoting in terms of having to put ourselves out there a little more. And I am a little cat-like in my friendships with people. What's going on?
I'm
are you
sorry.
okay?
I'm just getting a wire. Go ahead. No, it's on you.
Oh, you cut away? Is that how
No, it's on you. You're on the air.
Oh.
I'm not on the air.
Well, what do you
so I
want to
was
talk
able
about
pull up
today?
the-
I mean, this is our first episode. Do we want to talk about the origin story of us getting into real estate, or does no one care
that's
about
boring.
that? It's kind of boring.
Let's talk about what this day in LA real estate, which is probably the rates going down, which was very exciting.
Is a big deal.
That's probably the biggest aspect of.
Are you
of the deal.
watching YouTube over there? Or?
No, I'm trying to get a
Daisy?
picture up, and there she is.
Oh, it's the baby.
Daisy, do you care?
She's right next to us. Also,
has
she's been growling at someone outside, but there's no one outside. But I love knowing that she's on high alert, right?
That's all.
She
I
really
just
is
wanted
like,
to show
she
Daisy
thinks
for
she's
a
a
minute.
guard dog. She's so cute.
Yeah, very exciting. So, I think that. What do you think about smellevision?
What?
It just hit me that our kids are probably going to have smellevision. They're going to have a television that they can smell stuff.
We're going to edit this part out.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just talking about technology and things moving forward. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And then what do you have on your notes?
Well, basically, I was thinking of sharing my thoughts about Brian Serhant's book. I've been reading a lot more kind of motivational real estate literature.
But there's another show that figured it out. They realized, let's just pull this guy out and run it with this guy and all the people around him, and it's a good show. It's like
Owning Manhattan is a solid show
Right.
on Netflix. It's great.
Yeah.
I think it really shows the ins and outs of the deal, and it's not like sort of sugarcoating it. Like I think a lot of those shows kind of just show two people shoving a piece of paper across the table surreptitiously, and then like they flash a commission up at the top right of the screen.
It always
that's not
says
realistic.
potential commission because, as we know,
Someone's going to take some of it.
oh yeah,
The big agency.
yeah,
Anyway, Serhant's book I thought was very inspired in light of like the recent prospecting we've been doing. He joined several gyms in Manhattan when he was starting out to try to kind of attract a certain kind of buyer. I do kind of find that always inspiring when people put themselves in places where they want to align themselves with people to do business with. I think it's brave and brazen. But anyways, I think the gym thing started to pay off. He started to make conversation with people about their sneakers and stuff. And then he just seems like someone who doesn't take no for an answer. He's not cat-like me. So the prospecting probably came a lot easier to him.
No, after long enough, and then especially in Manhattan, you got to reach like a desperate place to some degree. At least it sounds like you did.
Because it's so unaffordable, right?
Yeah, because your zero money in Manhattan is like, you probably could still survive in Pennsylvania.
Right, you'd be fine. I think part of it is that he needs to just start a conversation with someone, and that's what I need to keep in mind about it. Like, don't call it prospecting. Don't put a big P in front of it. Just kind of just like
yeah,
it's
it's
like
just
have a
friends you haven't met
conversation.
yet.
Yes, and remind people what it is you do.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Uber drivers. Every time I get in an Uber, I come out their best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I hugged one. I got out and gave my Uber driver a big bear hug one time. Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did. I was.
That's crazy.
I mean, it was a little offbeat. I'm glad it didn't lead to anything further, but it was. I just sometimes you just need a hug. Well, he asked for a hug, and I gave it to him. But I was with my friend.
How did it? Oh, you had a friend with you.
Yes, and then she felt. She shall remain nameless. We went to high school together. She lives in Sherman Oaks, but we went back to her house to have a drink, and basically, he wanted a hug. I gave him a hug, and then she totally freaked out and was like, "I feel like my husband's gonna see this on the ring footage and thinks something
it
weird
just
is
doesn't even.
something weird
I just
is going
don't
on."
even know how you start that.
So then she erased the ring footage. Just in case. I mean, nothing happened. Nothing untoward. But this really took a turn.
What if it? Yeah.
Okay, so back to Sirhan's book.
Yeah.
I just found it so inspiring, and also it's like I do think the last few years of real estate have made me humble in a really good way, where I'm grateful for the wins. I'm more grateful. And I also feel like you're just never too good at something to go back to the basics and read like the titans that you admire, read about them, and don't be afraid to be a student again. You know, a little bit of a student. There's always something to glean.
Yeah, learn. I mean, whether or not you even think he's a titan, by the time you finish the book, you're like, wow, he's
like
pretty
a pretty formidable dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great. Anyway, I feel like we're gonna have a lot of stuff to cover on this show because of the nature of an open house, where we have a backstory in voiceover, so we have a lot of actor friends.
Yeah.
But we also have
who all buy houses.
Yeah. And all have funny stories.
And all have crazy stories about their buying houses.
Yeah, it should be really fun. I have always wanted to do a podcast, haven't you?
Yeah, this is my 35th 100 show.
Yeah, you were in radio.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
I did 3,400 and something.
This was
shows.
way before I knew you. I call it back when you were in radio because it's like I don't know this phase.
The acronym is BOWL.
BOWL.
Back when I was in radio.
Yes. But now this is the current medium. This is the current.
I love it. I
mean, we're a little late to the party. I feel like a lot of people have a podcast.
What I wish though is that some of those, because you had like a mini DV camera and stuff, so there is footage somewhere, but it was melee when I started radio. It wasn't as nice as this.
No, this is nice, and I do feel like it'll enrich our lives learning about other people, and it like any big decision you make like this opens up your world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice,
doesn't it, Daisy? She's so
stay tuned for more updates.
Yes, stay tuned for more.
I feel like we are going to cover a wide net of exciting topics, but always our due north will be real estate.
Daisy.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Daisy right now.
I think there's a lot to talk about, and the thing about real estate is what's great about it is that it's such an integral part. It's your home.
Yeah, and it's such an emotional thing for people. It really taps into like so many like giant thematic concepts emotionally for people, where they are in life, what they aspire to be, what they can afford.
It's your home.
Yeah, it's everything. It's your sanctuary, and we don't take it lightly.
No. So until next time, what do we have coming up on the next show? Have some guests, some great guests.
Yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot to cover.
And then
this is the most you're gonna have to hear the two of us yammer on.
It's just working our way to where you somehow figure out to get Theo Von on our show.
Oh God, I love him so much. Oh God, I love him so much. But not in an inappropriate way.
When you say it like that, it sounds.
I know.
Like
I shouldn't lead with that.
Way. Yeah.
I just think he's so funny and fun.
He is funny.
Off the cuff.
Yeah.
Just like take a page out of that book. He's the king of improv.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, that was another thing that was in Ryan Serhant's book. It's that he has all his
Theo
agent.
Von?
No, I wish.
Wow.
It's the only thing that could have made it better.
Yeah.
Is Theo Von riffing about Keurig pods or some such thing in the book would have raised the stakes for me a little bit. No, the book was great because he has all his agents at Serhant Group take improv classes.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
Which I thought was really clever.
So they...
Well, you can just handle whatever life. I think improv is life, right? You can handle whatever life throws at you. You never negate. You always say yes, yes, and it's like a wonderful, positive thing to bring with you into any business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a Theo Von in Serhan's agent pool.
Oh, could be. I mean,
like maybe there's a breakout star who goes to improv class.
A star is born.
And they're just takes fire. So I got that movie after I worked at Serhan's office, and he sent me to an improv class. And then next thing you know...
Do you know what was in my improv class? What was the one at Melrose? The improv...
Groundlings?
No, it was the other one. It's like the improv, where we went and saw the Carpenter Dad. The Melrose Improv.
They
had classes at one point, and cousin Richie from the Bear was definitely in my improv class.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we were.
Did you guys date?
No, we were two contenders, though. We were both pretty
you
strong.
Didn't date?
No.
Oh.
No, I was busy.
Was he as good then as he is now?
Other irons in the fire. He was I was going to say he was. I would say listen, not to toot my own horn. I would say I was second best in the class, but he was the best in the class.
Oh, that's far. Pretty. Yeah, there's a chunk of LA
adept.
Acting something.
Oh, I have those nuggets all over the place. Little Easter eggs.
Wow. Yeah, I bet.
Little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
All right, let's go see what's for lunch.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Till next time. Sports fans. Bye.